Africa, welcome to the Let's Feed Africa, the only show where elections are like in Hollywood sequels. You already know how it ends, but you still watch it because the drama is free. Now Uganda is gearing up for the 2026 general elections, or as they call it, Museveni's 8th season on Netflix. Yeah, the man has been in power so long that when he first became president, Africa still had only one mobile network, the drum. You remember that? Okay, not you guys, senior citizens understand that. And I'm not even exaggerating. When Museveni first took power in 1986, the hottest new technology was a floppy disk. And the biggest political issue was, who stole my cow? Let's be honest, President Museveni has been president for 39 years. That's not a political career. That's a biography with a sequel. Yeah, Ugandans have changed the currencies, fashion, and even hairstyles. But the president still buffering since 1986. He's been in power so long that the State House now has a loyalty card. At this point, President Museveni is not running for re-election. He's just renewing his lease on the country. But credit where it's due. President Museveni might have ruled Uganda for nearly 4 decades with a wobbly economy, but there are no bullets flying around like in other countries. That's if we don't count tear gas canisters. Yeah, and that is the most important thing for most responsible people, and of course the rich people. That's why he's always going to get my credit for that. And if Uganda was a smartphone, President Museveni will be that one pre-installed app. You can't delete it, you just hide it in the folder and pray it doesn't update itself. Yeah, when someone says, we need a new leadership, President Museveni goes, new? No, I still got the old version. It works just fine. And then he drops that line, you want another rap? You want another rap? Come on, I'm trying to make you laugh here. The least you can do is to subscribe to this channel. Yeah, you can click it now, just down here. And by the way, feel free to subscribe. Thank you. And of course, the opposition is also warming up. Bobi Wine says he's ready again. Bobi has been campaigning for so long, his microphone now has voting rights. Yeah, the man's courage is unmatched. He's faced arrest, intimidations, and more tear gas than any vendor in a riot. But you have to give it to him. Every time he runs, the youths show up like it's a concert. Yeah, the only problem is the police also show up like they are the opening act, the curtain raisers. In Uganda, elections come with the sound systems, slogans, and tear gas. It's a full package deal. Some people don't even vote anymore. They just attend rallies for cardio. And the campaign season is wild. One day you are singing Tuliyambale Ngule, the next day you are wearing a helmet. Yeah, Ugandan democracy has become a conduct sport. But it's not just Uganda, it's an African thing. Our elections across the continent have 3 stages. Stage 1, hope. Yeah, that's the stage when everyone's like, this time, change is coming. Yeah. And then there's stage 2, that's tension. That's the stage where internet disappears faster than your ex during, rent week. Yeah, and then there's stage 3. That's acceptance. That's when results come in, and then everyone goes, well, maybe next season. Across Africa, democracy works like Wi-Fi. Best in theory. But in practice, the signals are weak, the password keeps changing, and only one person knows the router. From Nigeria to DRC, Kenya to Zimbabwe, we all know that one guy who has been winning elections since fax machine. It's the same guy. Every time you check the results, you're like, wait, didn't we try this guy before? Yeah. And then comes the election observers. You know the drill. They fly in, take selfies, eat some chapas, and then they write reports. That sounds like a restaurant reviews. And they say, the election was mostly peaceful, except the violence. What? The violence? How do you even measure the most peaceful? That's like saying, the person is mostly alive. It's Africa when election observers also need their own observers. Yeah, the EU sends monitors, the AU sends reports, and ECOWAS just sends prayers. And the campaign promises. Every candidate swears they will bring jobs, roads, and even electricity. Like it's a Black Friday. Yeah, at this point, Africa's manifestos should start with copy and paste from 1996. They promise to build hospitals, schools, and bridges, even in places that have no rivers. Yeah, it's like, sir, we want electricity. And the candidate is like, don't worry, once I'm elected, we'll fix the country with hope. So what's likely in 2026? President Museveni will say he's running for stability. Bobi Wine will say he's running for the people. And the people will be running for cover from tear gas. You'll see the usual campaign trucks with giant speakers, the people dancing, and the police trucks idling around like party bamsas. Yeah, the Electoral Commission will promise transparency, and the internet will suddenly catch malaria. But you know what's funny in all this? Ugandans have one thing other countries don't: consistency. Yeah, some nations can't even keep a government for one term. Uganda, same management since cassette tapes. That is not politics, that's a tradition. Kids are now graduating university under the same president who ruled when their parents were in nursery. It's a full cycle syllabus, you know? So as 2026 approaches, remember this: in Uganda, changes like 5G. They keep saying it's coming soon. You see the ads, you hear the promises, but when you check your signal, it still says E, as in election. Until then, may the Wi-Fi of democracy stay strong, and if it disconnects, please don't reboot the constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, South Africa never disappoints. The drama in South Africa comes with the uniforms, badges, and a dash of confusions. I'm Gilbert Drapari, and this is Let's Feed Africa. This week, Acting Police Minister Firoz Kachale decided to tell KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nalala Makwananzi something many South Africans have been wanting to tell to the police for years. Please, calm down. Because Makwananzi decided to show up to a press conference in full military uniform. Camouflages, boots, badges. The only thing missing was a tank packed behind the podium. Of course, Kachale saw this and he went, No. This is unacceptable. Yeah, you know it's serious when politicians use words like unacceptable and deeply concerning. Yeah, that's a government version of apparently saying, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. Now Makwananzi wasn't at a war. He wasn't chasing terrorists. He was talking to journalists. Yeah, imagine showing up to your press briefing looking like you just came back from liberating Mozambique. Even journalists were confused. They were like, sir, are we covering police story or an invasion? Kachale said this behavior worried him. And listen, when an acting minister said he's worried, you better panic because these guys usually only worry when the official cars run out of petrol. He told the parliament that the police officers must respect the command structure. Yeah, he literally had to remind the senior officer that there is a national commissioner, a minister, and the president. Yeah, you know, the people who are supposed to be in charge. Yeah, it's like reminding your boss, hey, just so you know, you're not the CEO of the country. But maybe Makwananzi misunderstood the assignment. Maybe he thought the press conference was a military parade. Or he has just watched too many action movies. Like, yeah, if Rambo can do it, so can I. To be fair, he probably looked amazing. Say what you want. Camouflage is slimming. Yeah, but you can't also blame Kachale for being nervous. In a country where police brutality is already a headline, your commissioner dressing up like he's about to launch Operation Press Conference Freedom doesn't help. I mean, we have all seen South African cops at roadblocks. They're already acting like they're in an episode of Black Hawk's Down. The last thing we need is them believing it's actual truth. And think about it. What message does that send to the public? Yeah, like we are here to protect you, or we just declared the martial law. Please hand over your snacks. If you're fighting corruption, maybe don't dress like corruption's bodyguard. Yeah. I can imagine the WhatsApp group at the police station. So, what's the dress code for today's press briefing? Come dressed for war. War? On what? Accountability. Yeah, crazy, right? Now Kachali's reaction is understandable. He said it's not about fashion, it's about professionalism. Yeah, he basically told Makwananzi, next time, just wear a suit. Or at least look like you're investigating crime, not invading Lesotho. But here's the real iron. While the government debates uniforms, the criminals are the ones really in discuss. They're walking around in plain clothes, blending in, no uniforms, no badges, just vibes. So while the police are cosplaying the army, the criminals are blending like chameleons. Yeah, it's reverse psychology. And it's working. Let's be honest, South Africans don't care what the commissioner wears. He could show up in responsible pajamas if he actually reduced the crimes. Yeah, just give us safety, not a catwalk. But right now, it feels like the SAPS has turned into South African police and style service. Yeah, soon they'll have ranks like the sergeant of styles, the major of makeups, and the colonel of camouflage culture. Kachali said it's all about respecting the chain of command. But in South Africa, that chain has been missing a few links. Yeah, sometimes the order go from the minister to the commissioner to the tea lady and then to the WhatsApp group and then to the Facebook. You can't fix corruption with the fashion statement. You can't fix accountability with the army boots. The only thing military about SAPS right now is the salute. So yes, Minister Kachalia, you're right. Police work is a serious business. But if your officers start showing up looking like J. Joes, maybe it's time to remind them that the uniform is supposed to serve the people, not to scare them. At this rate, the next press briefing will be held in a banger. Yeah, and the first question from the journalist will be, sir, are we still at peace? Because when the police start dressing like soldiers, everyone else start acting like hostages. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is South Africa, where even a uniform can cause a national security alert. Coming up next, we'll look at how the economy is trying to survive load shedding, inflation, and politicians who can't tell budget from buffet. I'm Gilbert, and this is Let's Feed Africa. And as always, thank you for watching. And please do not forget to subscribe if you haven't. Thank you for watching.